It's the interview that has Delhi's political circles abuzz. Former international cricketer, hero of India's World Cup triumph, and BJP MP Kirti Azad hitting out at all members of the IPL Governing Council and the BCCI Executive Committee, who he says signed off on the decisions taken by Lalit Modi. Kirti Azad, in an explosive interview to India Today, says if Lalit Modi is being held responsible, so must N. Srinivasan, Arun Jaitley, Rajiv Shukla and everyone else who signed off on the controversial decisions taken by the former IPL czar. We kickstart Newsroom tonight by getting you the most explosive excerpts from this interview that has India abuzz. Who's this Astin Kasam?
Next question.
No. You can't just say next question, Mr. Azad, because this is a very serious charge that you've leveled. You've suggested that this is an internal hit job. I want to know, why do you think, Mr. Azad, that the attack on Sushma Swaraj has been engineered by someone within the party?
That's my personal thought. I thought of it, I wrote it. I was emotionally charged at that time and I said it.
So
but I think a lot of new things have happened.
No, but you
I don't regret. I don't
still stand by it.
If I would have regretted it, I would have removed it. I don't want to talk about it. It's gone.
No,
everybody knows about it.
If you've leveled this charge, you should be able to substantiate it.
After that, so many things have happened. That's why I'm saying next question. So many things have happened. A lot of discussion has taken place on this. So I feel that there are more important things to do than to be talking about on that tweet.
You've had a long-standing feud with the senior BJP leader Arun Jaitley, and if you add who is this powerful man who can't win elections,
listen.
Who is this headlines manager, it would seem that you're attacking Arun Jaitley.
May I? I've never had a fight with Arun Jaitley. Mine has been a principled stand. It's not from today. You see what muck is coming out in the IPL. I've seen tweets of Lalit Modi and others too. I've been talking about this principled stand from not now, but from a very long time, when I had raised the question in 1999 about match fixing, when Hansel Crony had accepted the fact all the people were from India, like Shane Warne had also named. Then in 2008, it kept quiet till then. 2008, when the IPL started, it all started from there. And the kind of malfeasance that was going on in the DDC and in the BCCI, mine was a principled stand as a sportsman. I have pride. I may not have played that much, but I feel proud of the fact that I played for my country. I won the World Cup in 1983. I saw the wrongdoings that are going on in DDCA. I had seen that the directors of DDCA in 1982 were raided by CBI and arrested at that time. The same thing was happening. It wasn't a tirade against Arun.
Lalit Modi has put out a series of tweets where he's threatening to take down senior Congress leaders. He's already, he's already deeply damaged Vasundhara Raje, and there are questions about whether she will survive or not. Do you think that that's the next best thing to happen for Lalit Modi, to come out all guns blazing so that all of those who are involved in this IPL conspiracy are all exposed?
Rahul, I am not a devil's advocate that I am going to speak for Lalit Modi or not. Lalit Modi is right or wrong, that the investigating agencies would see. But if you go through the Yashwant Sinha committee report, Finance 38th Finance Standing Committee report on IPL, and I quote Mr. Srinivasan, when in the end, after he could not answer many questions, the then chairman, Shri Yashwant Sinha ji, asked him that you are an owner of such a big company, how could you make such a mistake? How could you commit such a mistake? And he said, I quote, I hang my head in shame. I have nothing to reply, unquote. And you go through that committee. 1,365 crores of rupees equivalent to $400 million.
But nothing has happened so far.
Exactly, that is what I'm saying. It's my principal stand. It's not a personal stand, my dear.
What do you believe needs to be done?
It needs to be done is to be everybody probed. Look at the ED notice. Look at the ED notice. What does the ED say? ED says Lalit Modi and BCCI. So, why only Lalit Modi? Why not the other people who were in the governing council of the IPL and executive committee of the BCCI? Because IPL is a subcommittee of the BCCI, and BCCI's executive committee had approved these funds.
How do you clean up cricket?
Very simple. One, Ajay Maken, he was from the UPA. There was a conflict of interest in the cabinet, who were ministers, who were sitting in that cabinet, who held various positions, did not allow this National Sports Development Bill to come. And I remember Ajay Maken's face when he came out of that meeting. It's small, really sad. I think that is one thing that should come. Secondly, it should come under the RTI. If you're so clean and you say that we have our accounts are very well audited, they should come directly under the RTI. You use the national flag, you use the national anthem, you use the word name India, and all this you do. So should be under RTI. Thirdly, I feel as in the first, once our government was formed, the first speech of the Honorable President of India was to find talent in villages. So I feel to do that, they've already started in Manipur, they've started the national sports things there. I feel that he should make a committee of 4 or 5 sportsmen, senior sportsmen, who've seen the yesteryears, and all those, many of them who have retired now, recently. Just get them purely sportsmen and ask them to give a report, a time-bound report as to what can be done, how we can clean up stuff. Would be the best thing to do.
Kirti Azad says it's nothing personal, it's a stand that I've taken which is a well thought out stand, and it's a completely professional stand for the benefit of cricket. Now the question is, how do political parties react to this explosive interview? Because there's Sharad Pawar, there's N. Srinivasan, there's Jyotiraditya Scindia, there's Arun Jaitley. They've all been part of the mechanism that ran the IPL. Let's now get you the political reactions to the big explosive Kirti Azad interview. Why do you think, Mr. Azad, that the attack on Sushma Swaraj has been engineered by someone within the party?
That's my personal thought. I thought of it, I wrote it. I was emotionally charged at that time and I said it.
So
but I think a lot of new things have happened.
No,
after.
but you
no,
now
I don't
regret
regret.
it.
I don't
still stand by it.
If I would have regretted it, I would have removed it.
Explosive statements that have added to the woes of the BJP already entangled in the Lalit Modi controversy. Even as the party and government is busy defending its heavyweights foreign minister and Rajasthan chief minister, a known face of the party and member of parliament, Kirti Azad has called for a probe into not only Arun Jaitley's role but a number of BCCI officials in the IPL scam.
Look at the ED notice. What does the ED say? ED says Lalit Modi and BCCI. So why only Lalit Modi? Why not the other people who were in the governing council of the IPL and executive committee of the BCCI? A politician, a journalist.
Like Sharad Pawar, that would include Farooq Abdullah, Jyotiraditya Scindia,
yes, all the more.
Jaitley.
All the more.
Is that a reason why this is not being done?
No,
is that a reason it's not being done? Because there are political leaders on both sides of the front who are involved.
They are Indian nationals first. And you have to go by the law of the land.
The Congress did not aggressively latch on to the statements made by BJP MP Kirti Azad, clearly fearing that if the situation goes out of hand, there could be several of its own party who might come under the scanner.
The BJP's response was a cautious one.
IPL के बारे में या क्रिकेट के बारे में उनको अपनी राय उन्होंने रखी है. भारतीय जनता पार्टी क्रिकेट को और राजनीति को अलग करके देखती है.
It would seem that the Prime Minister is not only shielding people like that, but it seems he is in collision with people involved in black money.
So why has no direct action been taken against Azad yet? A section within the BJP feels former cricketer Azad's animosity with Jaitley is very well known, and to ignore his allegations would be the best option. Any action against him might tempt him to make more damaging comments.
Now, the section within the BJP feels that Kirti Azad must be disciplined, but perhaps not ahead of those assembly polls in Bihar to control any possible damage, given that the BJP faces a formidable Janata Parivar alliance.
Kirti Azad's Astin Kasab comment clearly making both the BJP as well as the Congress uncomfortable. With any direct action or attack on the MP, both fear that more skeletons could tumble out of their closets. With Smita Sharma and Ashar Khan, Bureau Report, India Today.
I want to go go across now to senior Congress leader, former Union Minister RPN Singh. He's joining us on this broadcast in this explosive interview, RPN, that we've carried with Kirti Azad. He's saying that everyone should be probed, from Sharad Pawar to Srinivasan to Rajiv Shukla to Arun Jaitley. The ED must probe all those who signed off on Lalit Modi's decisions. How does the Congress react?
Well, the Prime Minister spoke about transparency in his government. MP from his own party is asking for an investigation of his own minister. If the Prime Minister spoke about transparency, there should be transparency, and this is not something that the Congress or the press is asking. This is his own party member who's asking for a probe. So I think the Prime Minister, in the name of transparency, which he touted and spoke about so loudly when we were in election process, that all the people, his own party, are wanting to investigate, the Prime Minister should make a statement. Rahul, what is absolutely shocking is that every day the press comes up with more and more proof, and the Prime Minister, instead of taking action against the people who are already being accused, has not taken any action, but he has not made any statement.
Now,
this
the
whole case scenario needs to be investigated properly, and all the people who are involved in it, be it any of holding any post, action should be taken against them immediately.
Now the crucial monsoon session of Parliament is around the corner. What's the Congress's strategy going to be? Are you concerned that so far you've only had lukewarm support from the RJD, the Janata Dal United, the Samajwadi Party? The opposition isn't united. So while you're saying that unless there's action against Vasundhara and Sushma, you won't let Parliament function, you don't have the entire opposition on board, RPN.
See, the Congress party has always spoken up for the people of this country. All the issues that are facing this country, corruption being one of the main issues that is facing this country. We will try to get all the opposition parties on board with us, and we welcome any political party joining us in this fight against corruption of the present government. And if no political party joins us, which I don't think is going to happen.
Well,
but
let's
Congress
see whether or not you're able to achieve opposition unity. The Congress belligerent ahead of the monsoon session. RPN Singh for joining us tonight. Thank you very much.